Hey! Thanks for clicking on my video and giving my channel chance. QuirkyLoveRosee, a Gore World creator, went live to talk about someone who has been harassing her behind the scenes.
We're going to be discussing kind of just the end of my live yesterday and what happened, and I'm just going to touch on that briefly because I just feel like I'd like to get closure on that.
Rosee abruptly ended her previous live due to nerve pain in her arms after cutting up sweet potatoes. Rosee often shares publicly that she, unfortunately, has chronic nerve pain issues.
But I have something really serious to discuss. It's kind of a bombshell that I don't want to bring to the internet, but I have to.
Actually, you don't have to. And in fact, you shouldn't. Don't feed the trolls.
And Remy is here with me on voice chat, and
Yep.
he will be talking at some point.
I'm here.
Hi.
1 to 2 months ago, Rosee received an email from a fan. They instantly became friends and have been in constant contact ever since. That fan was nicknamed Remy. Their friendship has moved very fast. Remy is flying Rosee out to Texas for 2 weeks, so they can meet in person.
I'm already getting teary-eyed. Cool. All right. Anyway, I'm just anxious. Oh, speaking of. And honestly, the only reason I'm anxious is I don't want to talk about this. And I don't want to give this the attention. But I'm so grateful for the outcome. I'm grateful for the outcome. I'm going to just touch on yesterday first. So basically, yesterday, I did not realize just how significant my body pain was from sleeping wrong. On top of several other factors, when I started using that too blunt knife, putting so much pressure on my arms, by the time I was done cutting up the sweet potato fries, I had a really rough night last night, to be honest. Even after I ended up taking THC and the goodies powder and doing everything I could and resting it, I had a really rough night. But I did eventually sleep pretty good, and I'm better now. I'm still in pain, to be honest with you, but that's always happening, so whatever. But I didn't want you guys to worry too much. I will not be live for a while after today. I have to say that, unfortunately. I have to go dark tomorrow, so because I have a lot I need to do to prep for this trip.
They go back and forth referring to each other as friends and speaking like they're in a relationship. They say they aren't dating, but talk on and off as if they are.
Starting at the end of January, both Remy and I have been harassed frequently. I've received a DM from someone on Instagram claiming to be an ex-girlfriend of his that doesn't exist and making these wild claims and then cussing me out and calling me the R slur and all these things. There's been someone who has contacted me and Remy on multiple Reddit accounts. There was someone who figured these things out because we had followed each other on Spotify. That was the one mistake we made.
I'd like to summarize a little bit because, respectfully, Rosee's telling of what happened is a bit disorganized. Someone claiming to be Remy's ex-girlfriend has contacted Remy, Rosee, and Remy's parents. Rosee believes this person, a troll, was able to find Rosee's multiple Reddit accounts because Rosee followed Remy on Spotify. Not sure why. She believes this because it doesn't make much sense to me. See, Rosee has many secret accounts that she used to write gossip and hate posts about creators she doesn't like. Those accounts were discovered and made public a while ago now, so the troll wouldn't have had to look far to discover them.
I've had to go back and readjust all of my privacy settings. I feel like my privacy has been invaded. There is a lot that we don't say online for our own protection.
As you should. So why are you sharing this? This will only pour fuel on the fire.
I guess I'll just say this, the intimacy of our relationship isn't for the internet.
Right. It's nobody's business. And the fact that people are so committed to trying to actively destroy what we have for each other and try to get us to break up or whatever. It's
while we're so new. It's crazy.
Yes, too many people cross boundaries with the creators they watch. But that's why it's so important you keep your private life private. Stop sharing all this stuff.
it is not cool.
Yeah, very
Because-
it's called loser behavior, actually.
Yes. And like, you know,
There's a lot more to share on why we're talking about this today, but I'll get to that in a minute. Go ahead. Continue.
because, you know, I don't, and this is directed more towards like, you know,
Yeah, so I wanted to continue because there's a reason I'm doing this today and doing this before the trip, because I have a feeling, knowing what I know now, that there's something being coordinated to launch against us when I'm in Texas. Because I was not aware, about a month ago, this person reached out to, or this one of these people, because I have a feeling this is probably like a small group of people on Discord doing this, based on what I know. But this person not only reached out to Remy, but they found his mom. Give me a second. Just let me finish talking. I just need a second. So, Remy and I were talking today, and we were just talking about plans and stuff, and he was talking to his mom, and we were just talking about things, and she said something, and we kind of were like a little confused about it, and that's when we found out that back about a month ago, she started talking to this person, and thankfully, he gets his intelligence from his mother. Because she knew out the gate something was wrong. And she pretended to be nice to this person. She saw through it immediately. This person was either pretending to be like a 21-year-old college student and making up a fake backstory that was really elaborate and way too much oversharing. Or they were actually doing that. Who knows with Girl World Trolls, honestly. She knew immediately something was weird and wrong because they were trying to turn her against me. They sent like links to reaction channels. They sent screenshots of pictures that used to be on my Instagram that are no longer on there because they're very, very risque, and I'm no longer like that. And they sent those to her. Thankfully, it wasn't fully X-rated content, but they sent those images to her to try to get her to make fun of me. They sent her some lies, some crazy half-baked truths, and instead of her taking the bait, she looked me up and she watched my lives directly. She looked into my TikTok, and she looked into my content, and she told us what she thought of me. She thought she really liked me. She thinks that I'm a good person, and that and that she loves how I glow when I talk about her son, and she's still excited to meet me. I'm gonna say this: you fucking lost. You lost. Nice try. Honestly, took a lot of effort. You talked to her for a month? You fucking freak. I'm gonna speak to that person for 2 seconds. You're a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Freak. You're a freak. Oh my god.
My goodness.
Ha! Holy shit.
You literally can't do anything else. There's nothing better that you can do than to like invade my privacy and talk to my mom. Like, you're kidding.
And I want you to know you didn't win. She sees me for who I am.
I see you for who you are too, honey.
Thank you. So, yeah, I wanted to address this because I have a feeling that these conversations will eventually get leaked, and I want it to be known that when that does, she was pretending to befriend this person because she did not know the danger she was in. she knew a little bit about me being on the internet and that I had haters and stuff. Like, she knew a little bit about it, but she didn't understand.
Rosee got distracted by someone she knows in the chat and didn't finish her sentence. So Rosee is saying that this troll contacted Remy's mom, befriended her for a month, which is almost as long, as Rosee and Remy have known each other, shared their personal backstory, shared almost nude photos of Rosee in an attempt to break up their relationship. Why would Mama Remy entertain a conversation with a troll on purpose if she knew it was a troll that was trying to harm her son?
I just want it to be clear. Go World is not going to intercept with my relationships with people. I'm not going to let it happen. Because...
Not at all.
It's just, it is what it is.
Not at all. Me and Rosee love each other too much.
Remy says he loves Rosee and she begins acting very over the top about it. Despite only knowing each other for a month and a half, despite claiming they aren't officially dating yet, he says he loves her, and Rosee acts very silly about it. According to her, they say they love each other all the time, so why is she laying it on so thick here? I'm currently working on a video about the love bombing and immaturity in their relationship. So look out for that if you're interested. Back to the video.
Me and Rosee love each other too much, to let other people's hateful opinions try and get the best of us. Like, y'all's opinions only have as much value as we give them.
Yeah.
Y'all can make up these stories, y'all can make up these narratives, y'all can make all these assumptions, but in reality, y'all really do not know a lot. And y'all act like you do.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. People in the chat have said in the past that, you glow when you talk to me, and I see that too, and so does my mom. And I'm very proud of my mom for the way she handled that situation.
Yeah. Because, like I told her, if I knew what she knew, I would have done exactly what she did. It was, because she just didn't understand the little things she was saying, what that could do, and it is what it is, and we've seen everything now. We know what's going on. And I didn't want you guys to know any of this, but I have a very strong feeling that if I don't do this, this is going to be turned, I think the entire goal is, while I'm there, is to bring all this to light. I just had this really strong intuition feeling, and I decided to go with my gut and get ahead of it. Because if those things come out there, I just want them to be known that they're not real. Do you think addressing it could make it worse? I'm concerned for you. Honestly, I thought about that very heavily in Crisis, and I weighed the pros and cons, and I understand I'm taking a risk here, but it's either I've been silent about this shit for a month and a half. About a month and a half, yeah. I've been dealing with this behind the scenes.
I love Rosee for who she is. I love her for her personality. I am with her because I find a lot of things about her that I'm attracted to on an emotional level. It is emotional. I love her for her. I am not a shallow person. Not the shallow person y'all make me out to be. And quite honestly, I am offended that y'all would put me in that category.
Why did that make her smile and giggle? Her over-the-top reactions feel very forced to me, and his compliments seem almost backhanded. Don't get me wrong, Rosee and Remy seem happy, and I love that for them. I'm just sharing why it feels off to me. Does it feel off to you?
Rosee does deserve love just as much as anyone else does. She is a person. She is a human being with human feelings. Just like y'all are.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Thank you. I'm gonna just, yeah.
And another thing I want to say too is like the things that, because you have told people like what I've been doing for you, when I bought for you and everything.
As I've been keeping it surface level, I haven't been sharing a lot of other stuff because I don't want that out there.
Yeah.
On top of paying to fly Rosee to and from Texas to meet each other for the first time, Remy bought a brand new bed set, an expensive one specifically made for people who are obese. He also bought a rolling office chair so she can sit in the kitchen and cook, which is what Rosee likes to do, especially while live streaming. Rosee mentioned there was other furniture and other purchases too, but she hasn't confirmed the specifics. While what he's doing for Rosee is extremely kind and generous, many viewers are concerned. Remy sounds quite young, vulnerable, and he seems to be falling for Rosee hard and fast, while Rosee has a history of using and losing friends quite quickly.
This past week especially, I have been stressing out. I've been so excited. I've been so excited for her to come see me, and she won't be, just a girl I talk to on the internet anymore. She will actually be with me in person.
I'm just gonna say this. People are really hyperfixating on the whole buying furniture thing when it's like I already said you were newer in your place and you were already needing to get stuff for your apartment. You just literally got things with my comfort in mind. Things you were already planning to buy anyway. So it's like, whatever.
Right.
Whatever. Just, God, get a hobby.
Even if I had never met Rosee, I probably would have gotten these things anyway, guys.
You just probably would have had maybe picked different items because you would have only been thinking about different things, but it doesn't. That's really what it boils down to. And it's like, again, it's just them like nitpicking shit, you know.
We're not official. I mean, we're unofficially official, guys.
You did say some things in this particular live, hun, that maybe other words could have been said.
I mean, it's hard to hide at this point, but
yeah, but whatever. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But it is what it is.
But I'm more than just a friend at this point.
Obviously, but we're just trying to keep it chill till later.